So many people. Let's go up one more level. Empty. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, today's the day. Sorry, let me catch my breath. I had to climb a flight of stairs. A flight of stairs? A lot of flight of stairs. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone to this. Today I would like to squeeze in sometime before Dhuhr, addressing the questions that were asked in the community post. Yeah, the AMA, they asked me anything. So let's make this an unofficial, official AMA. Okay, the first question is from Ibrahim Ali. Short description of your life and how you got to where you are. All right, that's a good question. For those who have been watching my videos, you guys don't know much about me. That's okay, right? I just the whole point of my channel is to not be so much about who this guy is. It's basically the content which I put out. So my biography, who I am Khidr. The thing is, my name is actually Khidr, H-I-D-I-R. That's how it's spelled. However, obviously we know that the name is actually Khidr or Khadr, right? So I prefer to be called Khidr. Born in Singapore, born and raised in Singapore, and then I moved to Saudi Arabia at the age of 8. There on and off stayed for around 12 to 13 years, and now the remaining years of my life, that sounds bad. For the past 2 or 3 years, I've been in Malaysia doing my studies. So that's where I'm from. And how did I get to where I am? That's a deep question, man. That's a really deep question. If you mean like how I started practicing, usually people who know me, they know of my current me, how I am right now. I mean, I was not practicing for the longest time, and then alhamdulilah, I started practicing around 2011. That was when Abu Mus'ab, for those who don't know, that's how I actually began practicing Islam, is from Abu Mus'ab's video, The Purpose of Life. That kind of like woke me up. That was the age of 14. So I definitely went through that phase of, I'm 14 and this is deep. So alhamdulillah, that was the perfect time. So the next question asked from Hannah Charmarke. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry, dude. What is the greatest hardship you've been through? So again, like I started practicing back in 2011. That's when I went super gung-ho. Everything is haram. You should change your way of life, and this is a bid'ah, whatever, right? So a lot of people unfortunately go through that stage, and I was not safe from that. And unfortunately, my friends and my family had to take the short end of the stick with how I reacted to them. I implemented zero hikmah in how I dealt with my friends and my family. So the hardest hardship was, subhanAllah, it was something that actually I inflicted upon myself. Okay, this guy who was just like talking to girls, having flirts, and then the next day, or like the period of time was just super short, he became this super religious guy. I goes to school with a skull cap, and then everything is like haram, and don't astaghfirullah, sister, don't talk to me, right? So imagine going through this phase. Okay. So everyone's like, what the hell, dude, this guy was just like with us the day before, and now everything is haram, right? So what happened was, they called me out on that. Obviously, suddenly they call you out. They're like, oh, look at this Molvi sab, or look at this, they used to call me what? Mullah? Desi Mullah? They used to call me Mullah. Oof, that was painful, because it was like, Mullah was a term that you use for someone who's like practicing but not really practicing. Like he's practicing on camera but not really practicing behind. This was back in high school. So that was kind of like one of the hardest moments of my life. I think there's one hurtful comment, if I can remember till today. I have forgiven that person, but if you're watching this and you recognize that it's you, I totally forgive you. But it really stuck to me. That person said to me, she was like, how many Facebook accounts do you have? I was like, why? I was like, just one. And she's like, really? You should have at least 2 or 3 for every face you have. That one hurt deep, bro. I was like, subhanAllah, I wanted to quit. Now I'm laughing, but subhanAllah, back when I was like 14, 15 years old, having those kind of comments like really sucked. And I don't know what happened, man. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed me to like pull through, and if I was to go through that same hardship now, I have no idea how I would have fared, if I can say that. nicely. Another question is something which I've received on and off all the time. Is the question about my gear. I am shooting on the EOS 750D Canon. I'm literally using the stock kit. Like, I really wish I had something that can improve the bokeh in the background, but that's all I have. And the mic I'm using is the Rode mic, the shotgun mic, and the tripod I'm using, I can show it to you. And for editing software, I'm using Hitfilm. I'm gonna put everything is in the description, inshallah, all the links in the description below. Yeah, so you can literally, if you want to start your own channel, you can do that. I know, okay, this question might be a bit long overdue. However, it was considering the Hadith Disciple Kuala Lumpur trip. Okay, the question asked, what is the most memorable moment of the trip? So a reoccurring thing which I remembered from the Hadith Disciple trip is whenever I'm with Mufti, he always has his iPad. And for those people who learn from him, he always mentions the importance of having something, reading material, and to not waste any single moment you have. Right? So he really walks the talk. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow him to be steadfast. What he did was around us, he had his iPad with him, and we would ask him questions like, Mufti, what's the opinion of this? What's the fatwa? Is this hadith sound? Whatever. He would answer us. Okay, he would look from his iPad, he would answer us, and then he would contribute to the discussion. He would give the opinion, he would ask questions, engage with us. And then the moment he's done answering the question, he would wait if anyone would like to say something else. And subhanAllah, if nobody said anything else, you just go back to reading. And I don't know how many books he finished in that trip itself, in that just one week span, but he was constantly reading in the car, waiting in line. Obviously, he's human. He's not perfect, right? But to see someone who is conscious of every single minute of his life, that is profound. That's something we should all learn. What do you know? It's Dhuhr time. Should I stop? I should stop. We will stop soon, inshaAllah. There's still more questions, but the question about what we can do, what should we know about like living in Malaysia and stuff, and classes, I think I'll address one video in the future about it. Questions about the podcast. Is the podcast starting? Inshallah, it'll be starting soon. It's just we shot actually a couple of episodes, but we are trying to basically make like a few episodes as a buffer, and then post them once a week or something. It's just the first episode was kind of rough because it was like the first episode. I don't know if I want to release it. I'm kind of like on the edge. I feel that maybe I should reshoot another video and then like just improve on that first one. So Wallahu a'lam, we'll see, inshallah. And I think that's all the time we have today. Jazakumullah khair for watching, and I hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows all of us to remain humble. I don't know why I said humble. Literally the comment here said Tim Humble. Is that Tim Humble? Sorry, my phone is broken. Phone screen is broken. Alright guys, it's already Dhuhr. We have to go now. That's all the time we have today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. For those who watch Sheikh Ibrahim, I really like that ending. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love you all. I think I'm gonna keep that. So again, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love you all. Peace.